Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ducks Quack Show. This is number 11. We're in double digits finally. Couple things. We got some players here today, three newcomers to the Dells Ducks for the upcoming season. And Coach Falzone, as usual, is joining us today. Welcome everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, I was going to start with you first. It's been a while since we've had a chance to talk on Zoom here, so just catching up a little bit. I know you had another one of your Chi Tech Sports North American Goalie Schools camps with a handful of Ducks players in attendance. This was the first one in Illinois. It was in Crystal Lake.
Yep.
How'd things go that weekend? That was a couple weeks ago now.
Yeah, that was a good weekend. We sold out. So we had a full camp, and then we got to get to meet some more of the Ducks, get a little more, they meet Mr. John Ergo a little better, and got to meet, Adam Brown, and got to meet Ben Scruton and those guys. So it was a good opportunity, and the camp went really well, and we got a lot of positive feedback from it. And we're looking to do our next one in Crystal Lake is going to be August 21st through the 23rd, I believe.
Okay. And it's a great camp. I know this one, the first two that you held, basically had all the players together, which was kind of cool. We had players that looked like they might have been peewee age, right up to a handful of players from the Dells Ducks all playing together or scrimmaging together, doing the drills together. And of course, the report was the drills that Coach Rohde puts forward are really unique and really test the players.
Yeah, I thought it was a good opportunity to get the guys' feet moving for the guys who haven't been there before. We had some of our new Ducks players like, Logan Potts showed up, and we had Dawson
Right.
there, those were good ones to get out there. They're getting used to it. Actually, Logan's getting really good at them right now. But the group gives them opportunity to see what Coach Rohde brings to the table. And if you ask those guys, they'll tell you for sure it wasn't the easiest skate they had in a while, but it was an opportunity, and they loved it.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend, and it was nice to get on the ice in Illinois. They've been due to all the health issues and everything, they've been a little bit slow to open up their rinks. It was a very strict weekend in terms of social distancing and stuff like that, but it was worth it to get everybody on the ice. One of the nice things there, one of our former players was in attendance, Kevin Salinas. You may have seen the interview with him already. He was there. Kevin was a member of the Ducks in the 2012-13 season and went on to play for Coach Falzone at Aurora College, or Aurora University, excuse me,
Aurora University, yeah.
in the Chicago area. Right. So good friends there, and he is now a coach himself on the East Coast with an NCAA D3 girls team. I think it's New England University, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was there.
So it was
He's doing advising now.
Oh, okay. So it was a busy weekend for everybody, and for Coach Rohde, Anthony Rohde. The busy stretch continued. He barely got home back to Texas, and he struck off to Colorado to attend a camp. It was kind of a special thing put together for Coach Rohde, and it paid off with a new signing. And maybe you can just bring us up to date on that, Coach.
Sure. So his Coach Rohde grew up with the Turcotte family, and who's pretty big out in Colorado. I mean, they're big all over the world here. A great hockey family, tons of skill. That is where Rohde got most of his skills from. So they invited out. They invited us out, and Coach Rohde jumped out there with them and got to go on the bench and to hang out with the coaches for a little bit. Nick Turcotte, and got to watch a bunch of players. So we did one signing already, and another signing will be done here within the next day or two. They already said they're coming, so we're excited about that part of it. And we got a few more connections out of that situation, and we actually are picking up Nick Turcotte as one of our future. He's going to be one of our scouts, our head scouts.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was an official announcement we could make yet, but boy, that's a real huge addition to the team, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, the Turcotte family brings a lot to the table. You know, they've been around for a while. They played pros. I mean, I was just going over, Rhodey, the family history of how many guys have been out there and been in the NHL level and all over. And their clinics is how I know the family, because I've been to some of the clinics of my own kids, and you know, their stick handling clinics, and it's a great family, and we're excited to have them be part of us. And of course, you know, Jimmy's going to do an interview with Nick here soon, and it'll be more of more of a story on it. But we are very, very excited to have him be part of our program.
Yeah, great. So I'm sure you've noticed joining in, he had some internet issues, I think. Maybe it's a Wisconsin thing. I think I'm having the same issues. Welcome, Eric Kirby, the Lakeville Nice Arena manager. Hope your summer's going well.
Going good.
Good.
That's my raccoon eyes.
Yeah, somebody has a little color there.
Yeah. Eric Kirby and Shaun Falzone will be at the Lakeville Nice Arena sometime this weekend. I'm not sure what day it's going to be, starting the kind of locker room cleanup process, which it just gets you a little bit more excited about the season when you're actually in the locker room.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting over there.
Yeah. So one thing before we meet the new players here, I just want to send some best wishes to Kelly Morris. Most of the locals already aware Kelly took a spill a couple days ago, hurt himself really bad, actually needed to have surgery. Kelly Morris is one of the original Dells Ducks fans. We basically consider him our first fan. And he's been a billet, him and the Morris family, you know, great supporters of the Ducks, and we wish him well. It sounds like everything went well in the surgery, and he's just recuperating now. So best wishes to the Morris family. I have been mentioning a couple birthdays and things like that online, just to sort of keep the roots intact. Today is Mike Ambrose's birthday. Brosy, as most of the Ducks fans know him. He was a goaltender for the Ducks in, I believe, the 13-14 season. He was one of the we had 4 goaltenders that year, and he was one of the goaltenders that played for us. Recent birthdays, Aaron Corbier. He was an assistant coach for the Ducks one season. He turned 37. Jason Rebellis, another former Ducks player, 26. Ben Allison would turn, I believe, 25 on July 26th. He unfortunately was taken from us by a drunk driver back in 2015. He would be 25 on July 26th. He's obviously missed by all of us Duck fans. Chris Pelisek, a super fan of the Ducks and part of the game day staff, will be 41. And one of your players, Coach, Alex Gunner, will be 28. It's hard to believe, 28 already on July 27th.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Seems like such a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby, how's things going at the rink this summer? It sounds like they're not going to get a lot done because of all the social distancing and stuff. That's a shame. I know it's frustrating for you because you're the one that's really been anxious to get all this stuff done. But maybe a few minor changes to the Ducks locker room and maybe a few other things.
Yeah. As far as obviously the major multi-million-dollar
No, can't hear you. You're very, very quiet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was just me. Sorry about that, Aaron.
No,
Maybe
that's
try it
all
again.
right. How about now?
That's better.
Is it
Sounds a little bit better, yeah.
Okay, so we are starting probably next week with basically a feel-good type of remodel.
Yeah.
All the locker rooms are going to be gutted, including the Ducks locker room. They're going to be disinfected by surface, all new epoxy paint, all new rubber, new benches. The restrooms are going to be completely remodeled and redone. Those are the areas that absorb the most amount of germs, and those are the areas that we're going to concentrate on.
Okay.
Make sure that we have a facility that is, as safe as possible with what's going on. It's frustrating because it seems like as soon as we get ready to pull the trigger, something comes up. So
Yeah.
and this new locker room addition that the team was supposed to have this year, unfortunately, is going to be on hold. But you will have new lighting in there, new heater in there, new ventilation in there, and new rubber flooring in there. So, other than not having, the brand new, huge D1 quality locker room this year, at least it'll be refreshed and revitalized.
Yeah. Well, that's actually some pretty major changes then. I thought it was just going to be some sort of, making it look a little bit better, but that's some pretty major stuff. The bathrooms, the rubber on the floor, it's going to look a lot better for sure.
Yeah, we opened up the wall a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so let's meet some of our new Dells Ducks. I guess we'll go, Thomas, on my screen, this is going left to right. Thomas Howell, a recent signing, actually maybe about a month ago. He will be, as of right now, the youngest member on the Dells Ducks. I believe our first 04, native of Gilmer, Texas. But he stands 5'10", he's 150, a defenseman from Gilmer, Texas. Welcome, Thomas.
Thank you.
Then Liam Hogan, I believe he's been on here before. Liam Hogan, an 02 from Greenwich, Rhode Island. A high-scoring forward from Rhode Island, was one of the top scorers in the state this past season, and going to bring that offensive prowess to the Ducks this season. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're from Greenwich, Rhode Island? Am I right on that?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And how did you connect with Coach Falzone?
So I played for this team called the Canadian Hockey Club, and he's had a few players go through him that played junior hockey, and one of them actually is Jake Nitchie, who created Rule 1 Sports with his partner Austin, and then I got in touch with him, and literally like 2 days later, I think I got in touch with Coach Falzone.
Awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. And our first import, a solid 6'3", 170 defenseman. Forward from Brantford, Ontario. An 02 forward, Cole Boissonneault. Welcome to the Dells Ducks and to the broadcast.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah. Pretty famous alumni in your hometown. Obviously, one guy everybody knows. And if I'm not mistaken, obviously Gretzky, that was his hometown. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't Brantford also the hometown of Alexander Graham Bell?
I think it is actually.
So kind of a famous hometown to come from. Welcome to the USA. How's things been going in Ontario?
It's been going good. Things are starting to open up now. The Gretzky Arena, which is actually right around the corner from my house, that hasn't opened up yet, but we're going into phase 3, so I feel like that'll open up pretty soon. But yeah, I've just been working and getting some money before I come to Wisconsin. So
yeah, well, we're excited to have you in the Midwest for the upcoming season. Let
I'm
me go
excited.
back. Let me go back real quick to Thomas. Let me just ask you a couple things. A defenseman known for your speed, if I'm not mistaken, an 04 from Gilmer. What made you decide to make the jump to junior this season, Thomas?
Oh, well, sir, I thought it was an amazing opportunity,
Yeah.
to be able to get this level. It's going to be very competitive, and I just saw it as a chance to get much better.
Okay. And there was a connection, I believe, with Coach Falzone and Coach Rody. You've been under their tutelage before, and I guess it was the impression they made on you to make the jump, right?
Yes, sir. I
Actually,
went out to camp in Lafayette, and that's where we met.
Okay.
the camp that we had in Lafayette was his first time meeting me and Coach Rody.
Oh,
We actually got to watch him do all of Rody's skills there and everything. And after watching him, we didn't talk to 04s because just figured the age they'd be better off getting one more year. But after having a discussion with him and watching him play, all three, well, let me finish. The other two coaches came up to me afterwards and said, "Hey, can we offer this kid a spot?" And after discussing it for a while with all three coaches, we all decided it was the best option for us to offer him a spot. And his parents were ready for him to go ahead and take that next step too. So it was a great camp for us, of course, and a good camp.
yeah, that was a good camp. What was your feelings about the drills that Coach Rody ran at that camp, Tom?
Oh man, they were rough. It was unlike anything I've done before. At the end of the day, I was beat.
Yeah, that. I watched at the camp in Illinois. We had a number of Ducks players there, including John Urgo, who's a real steady defenseman for us last year. Pretty solid player, but watching him, that drill where you had to have one of your skates on a puck and kind of go up the ice with that.
Yes,
John
sir.
was really struggling with that drill, and it was just really exciting to see. I think it's really going to help all of our players this year.
I agree.
So where did you play last season, Thomas?
I played 15 UA in Dallas, Texas, with the Dallas Penguins.
Okay, and how would you describe yourself as a defenseman? You like to move the puck, but you're steady in your own end.
I don't understand. Could you please repeat the question?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. Just maybe just describe the way you play as a defenseman. The way I understand, you're kind of an offensive-minded defenseman, but you're still solid in your own end too, right?
Yes, sir.
Thomas makes the good passes out getting out of zone, and Thomas is also a very physical player, very solid player, in great shape he's above and beyond his age group for physical conditioning, and his skating ability is nice. He has the ability to get in there and move, so we really liked it a lot.
Okay. What do you expect to be the toughest thing to kind of overcome as a junior, like the toughest area you might have to deal with?
Really just the pace of game. It's
Okay.
obviously a lot faster as,
Yeah.
I make that. And also the size. It's going to be some guys out there.
Okay. Looking at some of your cross training that you do, I know it says you're a soccer player in the summer. Have you had a chance to play this year?
Oh, well, no, sir. It's actually been a while since I played soccer, but it's just something I enjoy doing with friends and family.
Yeah. Well, I know just about every hockey team I watch nowadays has a soccer ball as part of their pregame, so you should be good at that part.
Sure.
Also jiu-jitsu, is that something that you're still doing?
Oh yeah, it's a big hobby of ours. It's a great self-defense tactic, and I just love it. Fell in love with it.
Great way to stay in shape too, right?
Yes, sir.
Liam, an 02 from Greenwich. What was the team you played for this past season?
It's a mouthful, but it was for my high school. It was we were co-op with the town next door to us, which was West Greenwich. So on our jersey it said WWEWG.
Well, it doesn't matter what's on the jersey as long as you can make it count. Was it difficult to get used to playing with teammates from another school?
Not too bad. It's funny that I say this, but Colin Driscoll, who also got signed to the Ducks, I played against him. I played with him in youth hockey, and I played against him in the championship the last 3 years for high school. He won the first 2, but I won this year.
Oh, good, good. So, little rivalry that you'll carry into the team. Co-ops
Yeah.
are common in Wisconsin too. Actually, the Wisconsin Dells team has a co-op with another town too. So, very used to that around here. What kind of goals have you set for this coming season, Liam?
You broke up, Liam.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the main goals is to just get noticed on and off the ice.
Right.
Just because I'm one of the few kids who haven't been able to get to the camp, mostly just because I'm also 1,000 miles east.
Right.
But
Well, I think we make a trip out east at some point. I think. I don't know what they're going to do this season, if we're still going to have showcase events, but you should get a chance to play pretty close to the hometown fans at least once.
yeah, sounds awesome.
Yeah. And you're a forward?
Correct.
Yeah. Which position are you more comfortable in, on the wing or center?
Normally center, but I can play wing if I
Yeah,
have to.
Okay. All right. And Cole, 6'3", 170, bring a lot of size to the team. You're an 0-2 forward. Interesting season last year. Played AAA hockey on both sides of the border. Any difference between AAA in U.S. as opposed to Canada?
When I came back to Canada, I was actually pretty surprised because we're a lot more physical up here than you guys are down there. It was kind of a mix up when I got back home because I was so surprised of not getting touched and just skating with the puck as long as I want.
Yeah.
Now I got bodies flying at me, but that was really about it. Same type of skill, just a bit more physical.
Okay. And what was it that brought you in touch with Coach Falzone?
I actually reached out to Coach Falzone.
That's awesome.
I was looking at playing junior in Canada. I was looking at the OJHL, and I was looking at junior B, junior A. I was looking all over the U.S., all over in Canada. And I had some offers from Canada, other teams in the USPHL, but I felt like the Dells was the best connection for me because of the conversations that me and Coach Falzone had. And I just felt like it was a perfect fit for me.
Yeah, we've been excited, since finding out that Coach Falzone was, I don't know if you know this, he was actually our first coach back in 2011, and he's back with the team now. And there's some excitement because, we've kind of gone through some lean seasons. And it sounded like that was one of the things that you really wanted to be a part of too, was to be, involved in a turnaround to see a team sort of get back to being a solid team.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of just got put in here, and I really want to be a part of the turnaround. I want to have a good year with the team. Obviously, get noticed. I want to climb the junior ranks and play college hockey in the States. That's the ultimate goal.
Okay.
And, yeah, just have a good year with the boys.
Now, I wanted to ask you about one thing that I saw in your questionnaire that you filled in. I think you said this was back in January. You reached the finals of a tournament with 70 teams in it.
Yeah.
How many games does it take to reach the final of that thing?
That was a big tournament. What they did for the point system is they did the first 4 games, and then they broke it down to they just cut out a whole bunch of teams. So we went 4-0 the first 4 games, and then we ended up losing the finals. But we did good the whole tournament. I think it was 8 8 or 9 games.
8 games. So
Yeah.
after 4, you were just eliminated if you lost.
Yeah, so the hometown here, actually, the team here, they got swept. So they just got sent home right away, but my team went 4-0, so we stayed.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's got to feel pretty good when you know you're the final 2 out of 70 teams. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a big step up for the team. We didn't really know what we were getting into. We were going against all these, obviously the OHL draft picks. We were playing against them. Peterborough Pete's teams all stacked with all their prospects. So when they got eliminated, it was kind of a breather, and then realizing that we can actually do this. And we really came together as a team in that tournament, and it was great to see.
That's awesome. Have you been to the Midwest before?
I've been to different. I actually had a camp with my advisor. It was a little showcase. I had it in Madison. It was called Down with JDM Sports. So I went to that. I've traveled all over. So
That's great.
yeah, when I played in Nashville, we flew over there all the time. Just Minnesota, and then
Man.
through Chicago, those kind of things. But I've never been to the Dells, and I'm excited to get there.
Well, you've been pretty darn close. Madison's not that far away. So just want to go through here one more time. Thomas, you've never been to Wisconsin either, have you?
No, sir.
Okay. And have you billeted with teams before, or always just
Nope.
played in your hometown?
Never before. We always just made the drive up to Dallas.
Okay. So this will be a good experience for you. What about you, Liam? You just played for your high school team, am I right?
Yeah, I played for a travel team within New England, but
Okay.
you're through Rhode Island in 40 minutes, so it kind of covers all the towns. And farthest we really went was maybe Vermont and Mass and Connecticut, but nowhere too far.
Okay. All right. So let's get going on a couple predictions here. We're a week away. Hopefully, I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, but I think we're a week away from the start of professional hockey. So we'll go through everybody here. Thomas, I have a feeling you're probably going to be a Stars fan, but what's your pick for the Stanley Cup?
Actually, surprisingly, I'm not a Stars fan. I'm a Chicago Blackhawks fan, so that's who I want to win.
That, I think, is going to be one of the most interesting series in the first round. You know, Chicago with the veterans going up against a team like Edmonton, which is a team of the future. I think that might be one of the most interesting series coming up. And you're picking the Hawks to win a cup. They're 4th in the last decade then.
Sure.
All right, Liam from Rhode Island. Who do you like in the upcoming playoffs?
Believe it or not, I'm not a Bruins fan. I grew up a Canadiens fan, so that even though they've passed rough years, I got to stick to them, you know?
Wow. You're going with the Habs to win the cup?
Probably not this year.
Maybe they could prove an upset, but the guy sitting right beside you, Aaron Kirby, I have a feeling I know who he's picking in that first round and going for the cup. Am I right, Aaron?
I think Ken will pick the first round. I don't know about
Okay, did that come through for anybody?
No.
Okay.
Penguin.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, he's big time Penguins fan, Aaron Kirby. Cole, hopefully you and me are on the same page. I'm originally from the Barrie area. Are you and me from the same team here?
I was born in Barrie, but I'm not a Leafs fan. I was not raised as a Leafs fan. My mom's a Habs fan. My dad's French Canadian, so I'm not sticking with the Habs though. I'm a Tampa guy, so I feel like Tampa's due for one, and I feel like they deserve it after their last season. So
Tampa, okay, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Coach Falzone, I believe you are not a Dallas fan, am I right?
No, I'm a Blackhawks fan through and through.
Okay, so you and Thomas are together on that.
Yeah.
you going for the upset in that first round series, Sam?
I say we either win or we get the first round pick. I'll take either one right about now.
Yeah. Are you concerned about Crawford not being around?
I think Crawford won, and something happened to Tays where now he is unfit to play too for some reason or whatever's going on with all his magic fit one. It's not going to help anyway at all.
All right. Well, I have to tell you that you're all wrong. The Leafs are going to win the cup this year. So sorry.
The who? I never heard of them. What was that team?
Well, with all these Montreal Canadiens fans coming to town, it could be a little bit of a rough year for us in the locker room, on the bus and stuff. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm going to ship it back to you, Coach Falzone, for a minute. Anything that you want to announce or mention before we call it a show here?
The only thing is that we got coming up now is there's the Detroit Combine that will be happening for the USPHL next week. So I will be heading home from the Dells and turn around and fly back to Chicago to end up in Detroit. But other than that, we are just getting ready for the camp coming up on August 21st in Crystal Lake. And then we're getting up in the Dells, getting ready to get the Dells going. And players are all checking in September 9th. And we'll get them all settled up with everybody. And from there, we are just going. I mean, the schedule is done. I think we just basically finished the last few people today for us anyways. And I think those will be announced here pretty soon. And we are just ready to go. We're excited.
And how close are we to having a full roster right now, would you say?
We're about 5 players away, I believe.
Okay. So pretty much right there.
Yep.
All right. And Aaron, anything in the next month or so that you want to mention? I know the RWD Hockey is having their first annual golf outing. I think it's at the very beginning of August. Anything else that you want to mention?
Well, hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah.
But the plan is to have all billet assignments squared away by the 15th of August.
Oh,
That
good.
way both the billets and the kids know where they're going, what to expect, and they can start communicating and be somewhat familiar before they get here. So
Good.
we're working hard on that. Excited for, to see the new group of yard apes and just see how they do on the ice.
Awesome. All right. Well, Thomas, Cole, Liam, I just want to thank you for joining us. Keep up the hard work. Come ready to play on Labor Day weekend. And, we're looking forward to having you in town here. Aaron, as usual, thank you so much for your help today. And Coach Falzone, thank you. I believe you're in the area, so I'll probably be seeing you this weekend.
I'll be there tomorrow morning, afternoon by the latest.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you on the next Ducks Quack show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
For having us.
See you soon.